Hello, everybody. This is Julissa. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming back to my channel. Thank you so much to everybody who's listening in the podcast. It is Wednesday, April 15, 2026. I'm here to speak about that tragic news regarding a little boy who died on Easter Sunday while in the care of the babysitter, and he died by being shot, right? So I'm going to talk to you guys about that. Let me give you a trigger warning also. What I'm going to share here might be sensitive to a lot of people. Before I continue, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to everybody who's using Spotify. Don't forget to follow me there. I see you guys following me on Spotify. Thank you guys so much for doing that. It truly helps me as a creator. And also, every time I make a new episode, you will get a notification. So all you have to do is follow JulissaDesigns podcast on Spotify, and that way you get notified, and also it helps me as a creator. And of course, thank you so much everybody who's watching this video right now on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for being here. So life is unpredictable. Anything can happen, and it can change, right? Your life can change at any moment. That's what I always say to you guys. So I'm gonna read you guys what happened here. A 3-year-old boy who was in the care of a babysitter when he was shot in the head inside an Atlanta apartment on Easter Sunday this past, I think it was a week and a half ago. On Easter Sunday has died, and the 71-year-old babysitter has been charged in this case, and she is in custody, while the other suspect remains at large, it says here. Officers responded to a report of a person shot around 12:30 a.m. on April 5th near the 900 block of Washington Street, according to an Atlanta Police Department release. When they arrived, they found a young child suffering from a gunshot wound. The child was taken to a hospital by ambulance where medical personnel pronounced him dead, police said. A 3-year-old kid, a 3-year-old baby. That's crazy, you guys. Trusting other people to care for your child, I know it's very hard. To find people who will care for them also is very hard. And then you bring them to the babysitter, and then this is the news that you come to. That's so crazy. The boy has been identified as Armani Deshawn Lyons. The child was with his babysitter Barbara Edwards at the time of the shooting, according to the news. Homicide investigators later established probable cause to obtain arrest warrants for Edwards, 71-year-old. That's the babysitter. She was 71-year-old, and Jermaine Henderson, 35, according to the department. Both suspects are charged with felony murder, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and cruelty to children in the second degree. Edwards was taken into custody on April 13. So I wonder why did it take so long. After officers were dispatched to a home on Landrum Drive regarding a wanted person, according to the release, Handerman has not been taken into custody. So the 35-year-old male is also, he has not been taken into custody yet, but he also will be charged with this crime. And it says here, our hearts are completely broken. Manny was full of life uh, and innocence. This is what the family is saying. I cannot imagine, right? He was going to be 4 years old on May the 3rd, right? So just 1 month before his birthday, he was shot. It's not like, when you hear about cases like this, it's not like they were they were late at night with, who knows, like traveling with friends or something, and in a dangerous area of town, things like that. He was in the house of the babysitter, and this happened to him. I wonder what were they doing, right? What were these two people doing over there? So the family also has set up a GoFundMe. You guys know that I do support GoFundMe, so I'm gonna be sharing that link. So you want to help by donating to the family GoFundMe, you can just click on the link, or you can also just pray for the family. I wonder what went down in that house that day. And, and I wonder what was happening, right? And not only that, like, how much did the family knew of that person, the babysitter, a 71-year-old Barbara Edwards? I wonder, like, had the child had come home complaining about something in the past, right? Have they seen any violent behavior from the babysitter? Because I mean, especially at 3 years old, they will tell you stuff. The children, um, especially if if there's like a gun or something like this, or they were just arguing too much. It's just so sad all around that he had to be put in that situation, right? And I'm sure the family didn't know. I mean, they just hired a babysitter. They, like I said in the beginning, it's hard to trust people to do that for you. And you think once you find somebody you feel like they can be trustworthy, you feel like your child is in good hands, and then something crazy like this happen. That's insane. Um Authorities have not shared details about what led to the shooting or how Edwards and Handerman might be connected with the child. So, that's interesting. That's crazy. They don't want to release any details. I wonder what was going on. Like, who has I mean, they're not saying it was a robbery. It wasn't like somebody was shooting outside. They said somebody got shot inside the home. And when the paramedics got there, it was a child, a 3-year-old kid. So I wonder, like, what was unfolding there. I wonder what the neighbors have to say about this. And let me see if I can get more information. But like I said, you guys, the GoFundMe link will be in the description, so you can go ahead. And if you want to help the family out, you can donate through the GoFundMe, or you can just pray for them also. And it says here, Denisha Lyons, Armani's mother, said she dropped off her son at a longtime babysitter's apartment before she headed to work at the airport last Saturday night. So she knew the person for a long time, right? And I'm looking right now at a photo of the child with the babysitter. I wonder if this is like a family of the babysitter who show up demanding something and got upset. And then the child was just in the wrong place, right? Was just caught in the middle of this argument, I guess you can say. And the police is not really releasing anything. I'm just speculating here. Just hours later, so the mom works at the hospitals, and just hours later, she got a phone call from police to go to the hospital where her son was rushed after the incident, and then he died there. Um, she said, "My child was a joyful child who loved monster trucks and Spider-Man, and she wants justice for his death." So we keep the family in prayers. Let me see what else here. Both Edwards and Handerman, the one that's the 35-year-old male who's still at large, are facing charges of felony, murder, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and cruelty to children in the second degree, like I already mentioned. So I'm gonna leave the link for the GoFundMe, guys. Keep the family in your prayers. Thank you guys so much for coming to the channel. Thank you to everybody who's listening in the podcast. Have a good day, guys. Hi everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much for coming to the YouTube channel. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next video. Have a good day, everybody. God bless.